1 to the 5. Good morning, race fans. Welcome to day 3 of the HomeStreet Bank San Diego Bayfair. Our activity has already begun on the water with our outboard hydroplanes putting on a bit of a show for us this morning. We've got 1 leaders in the water right now. They are ready to go racing. They are going to run their second heat from yesterday, which they did not get to complete. So this actually is still part of Saturday's program. That just means more racing today. It's going to be an action-packed day. My name is Brad Luce. I am atop the pit tower. I am up here with Kay Brewer. She's going to give us a hand. She's going to be the busiest person again in Southern California as she will be interviewing our drivers. We have our producer engineer Tana Morissette here. She is monitoring the radios and keeping us up to speed so we can do the same for you. Countdown to the 5-minute mark.
1, green flag.
And just like that, day 3 of the HomeStreet Bank San Diego Bayfair is underway. Jeff Bernard will come out first, Kay Brewer.
Followed by Josh Culver. These two were fighting it out all day yesterday and Friday. Going to be a good run, but here comes Bobby King as he lights off that 41 Shenanigans boat, followed by RJ West in the Y31, the Circus Shane Schultz in the Y3 Baby Blue. John Condon having some issues on Friday. He had some radio problems, but he got it figured out. He's trying to rope it over and line it out. And here comes Sanchez in the Y45 Beacon Plumbing.
Kay Brewer, I think we should take a moment here and we should say good morning to all of our fans over on Fiesta Island. If you didn't have your alarm clock set this morning, it just went off, and it's called 1-liter hydroplanes.
That's the best alarm clock to have.
It is the best alarm clock to have.
All right, Brad Sanchez making it off the dock, making his way out onto the course to join the rest of the fleet. We've got a lot of 1-liters out there, 15 horsepower, and it is going to be a fun race. Green flag is out on the course. We are now at 3 minutes and 36 seconds to the start of our Fleet 2 from Saturday. Ran this morning, and these drivers are lucky enough to have ideal conditions. You and I were just talking about it as we were glancing over the course this morning. Perfect water conditions, and Josh Culver going to take advantage of that as he makes one of his timing runs going into the apex. That's turn 2, Brad.
Coming up on 3 minutes on it. As you said, Kay, it's an absolutely glorious mission day. This morning water conditions are perfect, nice and cool. They can get maximum horsepower. 2 seconds, 1 mark. 3 minutes. 3 minutes to the start of Saturday's final heat of 1-liters.
All right, Brad, let's take a look at turn 2 at the apex. You're going to see Bobby King and Jeff Bernard. These two have been fighting it out all weekend long, and they are going around the course almost like parading next to each other, watching each other's moves, and they're going to go down to the start-finish line right now because we are at 2 minutes and 36 seconds to the start of our 1-liter race.
I might have a little bit of a heads up on this. I could be all wet with this one, but look possibly for Mr. Culver to put himself in an outside lane. I think they're running with a different prop setup today. They might want to really wind this thing up high on this. This is a big course for them. These are nice, big, wide corners for them. If he doesn't want to wind it up and run wide, coming up on 2 minutes, actually coming up on 2:10. 2:10 to the start. Our drivers can cut the race course from the back stretch to the front stretch. As Josh runs hard through the top end of the race course. That is one fast race boat. Josh and his family are here. They reside in the Tri-Cities of Washington, which isn't a half bad place to live. I live there.
I know you do, but I really like the other side of Washington, and we call it the wet side of Washington.
That's what we call it.
Right now it is raining, and I'm loving this weather. It is overcasted, but I have a feeling in about an hour these clouds are going to part. We're going to start doing some more racing, and it's going to be another beautiful day here in Mission Bay, San Diego.
1:30 to our start. Boats are down at the bottom end of the race course. They will get behind their score-up buoy at 1 minute 15 seconds. Whoa, and look at that. Jeff Conant coming out on the race course late.
All right, Brad Luce, just made a call that I'm going to have to change up for you as they went across the score startup buoy, Josh Culver just jumped to the inside, and he's in lane 1. And here comes Jeff Bernard.
Yeah, Jeff Bernard's going to come up here in lane number 2. Culver's going to sit in 1. Is that Bobby King in 3? I believe it is.
Sanchez right on the outside of Bobby King. Here comes RJ West.
And Bernard just went to 1, pushed Culver to 2, put King to 3. Still 30 seconds until the start. They are early.
Leapfrogging it right and left as they're trying to scout off time and fight for that inside lane. Jeff Bernard has grabbed the inside lane as they exit turn 2, make their way down to the start. Give them the countdown and roll them through the start of this heat, Brad Luce.
Still got 15 seconds and still until the start. Jeff Bernard did a leapfrog there on Josh Culver, and in doing so, he brought the field with him, and they're all early. We are inside 10 seconds. We're down to 5 seconds. We are 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. We are racing in our first heat of 1 liters here this morning on beautiful Mission Bay. Who's going to get down there first? It's Bernard on the inside. The start is under review. It's Jeff Bernard on the inside, but he is trailing, and I think that's Culver that's with him out there. Okay, look at this. They got some traffic up in front of them. 3 wide coming off the lower end of the race course. It's King on the outside, Culver in the middle, and on the inside, Jeff Bernard. Great racing, 1 liters.
Oh my gosh, the speeds is over 110 miles an hour, and it looks like they're going to be side by side. And look at Bobby King get really loose coming into turn 1. Is Josh going to give Jeff Bernard the inside lane? He does. He lets Jeff Bernard hold in on that inside lane. These guys are deck to deck. Bobby King on the outside, Josh Culver on the inside.
They're going to go 3 times around this race course, and right now they're going to go 3 times. They are 3 wide. And now Culver starts to move out in between the 2 boats, and you have lost. Not sure where Bobby King is on the outside. The start is under review. We are awaiting word from the officials, and now they have ruled the start is good. The start is clean. So the racing the way they are on the water is the actual order of finish. Culver's got the lead down in the lower end of the race course. Still looking to see Bobby King. We think he's on the outside. It's almost a rooster tail for Culver over Bernard. Where's King? There he is. There he is. He pops out on the outside. Okay, this is dynamite racing here in our 1 liters to start the day.
Josh Culver comes flying down the backstretch. He has got Bobby King coming up quickly. They're going to go side by side. Keep in mind that they have Jeff Bernard on the inside, so Josh Culver has to keep an eye on Jeff Bernard as he's still trying to fight off Bobby King in that shenanigans Y31. Bobby King is still holding on true in that outside lane, and Jeff Bernard is just barely able to hold on to that inside lane because he has to give him a rooster tail before he comes around. We are running a ragged race for first, second, and third.
They put 2 in the books. They are on the white flag lap. This is the last time around. It is still Josh Culver, but he has got a right side rear view mirror that is just full of black and green. Bobby King is right there with him, and Bernard showing much improved speed over yesterday. He's not going away. He's dropping back on the inside. The race is out front. It's become a 2-boat duel. I said it yesterday many times. I'll say it again. The 1 liters never disappoint. And here we go again. King's got this straightaway to try and run down Culver. He's still right there with him, but Culver's got a lot of speed on that inside lane, Kay.
I have a feeling we're going to have a photo finish because Bobby King is starting to close the ground quickly as Josh Culver is the first one into turn 2 at the apex. Bobby King starting to move back. He loses speed on the corners because he's got that outside lane, has to run on the outside of that rooster tail. But Brad Luce, bring Josh Culver to the checkered flag.
All right, they're off the top end of the race course, and here comes King. Something happened to Culver. Culver lost power coming off the top end of the race course, I believe. King got him from the angle here. It was close, but I think King had the lead and had taken it by the time they got to the finish line. We will check it. We are checking the final order of finish, but I think Bobby King got it. Something happened to Josh Culver just as he was approaching the checkered flag. Tough break for the guys from the Tri-Cities of Washington, Kennewick specifically. That's a tough break to get that close to pulling it off. Checking the radio. Okay, Kay Brewer is already off the top of the tower. She's just standing by wondering, which dock do I go to find a winning driver? I think she's going to go down to the dock of the Y41, the Shenanigans. Bobby King drove a great race, stayed right on the outside of Josh Culver. Here he comes back right now in the boat they like to call the Shenanigans. And it was indeed Bobby King who will come home the winner in the 41. The officials have told us second place went to Jeff Bernard, so he too got past Josh Culver. Our third place finisher was boat number 45. That will be Brad Sanchez. So a tough break. Tough break there for Josh Culver. Looking for Josh to see if he even made it back. Have not seen Josh come back to the pit area yet.
All right, Brad, I got Bobby King down here. Bobby King, from the raise of the green flag to the drop raise of the checkered flag, you had a good battle with Josh Culver the whole race. You had to earn that checkered flag.
The boys over there really got something figured out. They've come up with a lot of speed, and the way Josh is driving that thing, and the way they got turning.
He's going to be tough to beat from the outside. We're going to have to start looking the inside.
Well, yeah, there was a lot of leapfrogging going on before the start, and it was between Jeff and Josh Colby. You just kind of sat there and waited to see what was going to happen. I'm looking forward to seeing the next heat to see what kind of play you're going to put into the leapfrog game.
Yeah, I think like I said, we got to start looking at the inside, especially because he's definitely got some speed. So go back to the drawing board.
All right, we're looking forward to seeing it. Congratulations once again. You and I have been talking a lot this weekend. Hope to be seeing you again on the next heat. Brad Luce, what's next on the lineup?
Quite honestly, Kay Brewer